Joining us to discuss her case, Nicole Solas, and also John Riches, the Director of National Litigation at the Goldwater Institute, who is representing Nicole. So we've got Nicole and her attorney live on the program. Thanks so much for coming on, you guys. Nicole, start us off. Give us a sort of understanding of what happened, why you were interested in pursuing this curriculum, and what response you received.
Sure. So I enrolled my daughter in kindergarten for the fall, and I had questions about CRT and gender theory in the district. I called and emailed many people at the school with all my questions, and they told me to submit public records requests, knowing that I had a lot of questions. Next thing I know, the school put my name on an agenda and threatened to sue me because I submitted too many public records requests. Now, I asked for the curriculum because that was the only way that they would give it to me. Now they're fighting me and telling me that by giving me old curriculum, I was not specific enough in asking for current curriculum, even though that they had prior knowledge that I wanted to know what the current curriculum is, because what parent asks for information on what their student is not learning? Right. So the school is engaging in this pattern of obstructionism by telling me either that my requests are unclear, that they don't have documents to answer my questions, and I've had to file some complaints with the Attorney General to get my answers. I can only do so much as a parent on my own, so the Goldwater Institute is stepping in to help me access the information to which I'm entitled.
Yeah, and I want to go to John on that. Clearly, you've been following Nicole's case closely here. Does anything stand out to you as to why the school would be responding in this manner?
Well, a few things. I mean, it really shouldn't be a controversy for a school board to inform parents what their children are going to learn in class. Nicole plainly has a right to this information under the public records law. The presumption is in favor of disclosure. What our kids learn shouldn't be a government secret, and that's what the law says. It is very strange that the school board has been unwilling to answer simple questions. But we now have a records request out, and we are going to get answers to these questions. They were completely out of line to try and threaten and intimidate Nicole, but Nicole won't be intimidated, and we're going to find out what the school board is teaching students in this district.
Nicole, you shared with us some of these tweets that were sent out by the school district, assuring you, apparently, that the school would not incorporate CRT into the classroom, and yet the district shared this, saying in the post, "Thank you, South Kingston teachers in the school district are pushing themselves and their students to be the best by implementing CRT practices. We appreciate you." It's kind of hard to read there, but it's in the graphic. And also this, a request for an equity auditor who must have, quote, root cause analysis of persistent achievement gaps for students of color and for our most vulnerable learners. This individual should be fluent in critical race theory with a history of coalition building and commitment to racial and social justice here. Again, perhaps, Nicole, are these signs, these tweets, this information you found the reason as to why you wanted to get the exact details as to what would be taught?
I found that information by investigating my school district myself. I only recently found those. All this time, my school has been telling me that they don't teach critical race theory, that it's not in the district. I've had to act like an investigator just to get the truth. And so when I see on Twitter that teachers are implementing CRT practices, I'm shocked that my school is being so deceptive with me in my public records request. Why is an auditor fluent in critical race theory when they've been telling me that critical race theory is not in the school district? I don't know if this is just a matter of semantics by saying that the teachers are implementing CRT practices and therefore they're not teaching it per se, but it's a bad faith argument and it's obviously deceptive because CRT practices is teaching CRT and the school should have been upfront about that.
Well, it's a really fascinating case that you're bringing forward. Nicole Solas, John Riches, we'll have to check in with you both a little later on when you hear back from the school. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.